Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing another episode of Railroad Tycoon. We're going to be doing the Germantown episode, which is the second in the campaign. So let's go ahead and get started with it. All the settlers have brought their dreams of a better life to a free place. However, nothing is free and they'll have to work hard. So will you. These towns are growing fast and they will need supplies and transportation if they are going to succeed. You are just the tycoon they are looking for. Alright, so for bronze, we're going to have to connect St. Louis to Cleveland and have a company book value of 10 million. For silver, we're going to have to do the same, and we're going to have a company value of 25 million plus another 5 million of industry profits. And then for gold, we're going to need 40 million and then 10 million in industry profits. And we need to be the only railroad in business by the end of 1880. So that's 30 years. Let's go ahead and get started. 10% less for trains. Let's do it. I'm gonna hop up here and do one of my favorite lines for this particular mission. Milwaukee to Madison, and then we'll go ahead and expand that down to Chicago as well. Should be good enough. And that is the completed line. Now I'm going to run the Baldwin, and I'm probably going to keep, if you look at the drop-off right here, probably keep 28 miles an hour, so that's 5 cars. That seems like it'll be fast enough. I doubt it'll be full anyway. Alright, so it should hop from Chicago to Milwaukee, to Madison to Milwaukee, back to Chicago. And that should be fairly efficient. We're going to drop off some post offices as well, just to get that mail rolling in. And then a hotel will go in Milwaukee. I have to issue some stock. Yeah, that's enough money. So I'll just go ahead and turn that into a hotel. Since this is going to be the oldest hub in the entire game of this particular game, the hotel is a good idea. He's gonna pick up a little bit extra revenue from passengers. Now it's essentially just a matter of waiting on our money to come in. I'm gonna issue another round of stocks as well. And I'll want to go ahead and do that every year. So a great opportunity to make money would be to purchase up one of these farms. I will look for one and see if I can find one that's within an adequate price. Now if I look down here at this farm right here, he's producing 2. Hey, this might be the guy. I think this is the guy right here. I like the fact that he's a fruit orchard because people demand fruit and they'll buy it and they'll eat it. The grain you usually have to ship to a brewery in order to make money. See those post offices? They're providing us a mail car per trip, and that's 43,000 per trip. Pretty good. We're just trying to get away without having to finance anything right now. I don't really want to spend too much money on interest. It's not good for the long-term health of the company. We just got enough money to purchase this guy. Let's see if we can. Yep, we still can. So that'll just be another steady source of income coming in early. Okay with that. Be a profitable trip because he's moving these goods. That and another mail car. More passengers. Just eking out all the money we can from this one little trip. Now we do have a competitor right here, and it may be beneficial to piggyback off of him. But I think I'm actually going to head up and try to get to Saginaw. Or maybe Indianapolis. Indianapolis looks like a nice choice. I wonder if anybody is consuming corn. This cattle ranch is. They're just going to continue to sell, especially if I set up a rail line. I might actually set up a junction. There's not a really good city that's jumping out at me right now. And setting up a junction is a great way to get some money early on. Alright, so if you look at the, then we can go over this real quick. If you look at the credit rating, it's BBB, and the prime rate is 7%. So we're not going to get the prime rate because we're not AAA. And we're going to get 10%. And that has to do with the status of the economy. Right now it's normal. So we get a normal interest rate, and it's a percentage lower based off of our credit score. So if we were to, say, hit a better time, a better economic time, the debt would be cheaper, the interest rate would go lower, and we would be able to benefit from that. The best interest rate that you can get is 5%. The best interest rate we can get right now is 7%. I'm okay with this. I want to check on our competitors real quick. He's not making money. He's not making money. He's not making money. He is making money. That'll be the competitor we're gonna have to concern ourselves with. I bet. Is it this guy? Yes. Appears to be this guy. Alright, so, well, he's got a successful rail line. The rest of these companies we'll probably just be able to buy shortly. Yeah, we're gonna buy this corn farm up and buy this grain farm up. I can issue some stock. I can. That'll purchase a grain farm. It's always good to use your stock immediately for an immediate purchase, especially if you plan on, you know, upping your stock value, which I do, obviously. Issue more and then up the value, and you kind of just print money for your company. It's not really that simple. I'm simplifying it a lot more than I should, but for our purposes right now, it's fine. So I'm going to set the junction up, and I'm going to try to capture my farms. If I look, I actually am at a point where I can get a pretty good interest for the beginning of the game. 9% something that we'll be able to at least afford. So we're going to run this rail line, and we're going to try to get that cattle ranch. Oh, I think it's a milk? Nope, cattle ranch. And 50% increase with corn, which means he's going to be producing 3 cattle. That little guy should be sufficient for picking up what we need to pick up. I know these trains are great. They're so cheap. Alright, so what this guy is basically going to do is he's just going to increase the prices for our industries, and he's going to provide the industry in these cities something to grow off of. you know, livestock produces meat, meat is money, so if you look at this guy right here, he's consuming meat. Rockford has a meat processing plant, and that is actually a really good thing for us. We are going to go over to Rockford. I'm gonna make sure I capture that meat packing plant, that way I get the most amount of money. And we're just gonna ship directly into Chicago. So now this train will always have cargo, because this cattle ranch will always be producing cattle. Livestock will go to Chicago, and Chicago will ship to Rockford. Rockford will have some ship back, which will be meat. Oh, and then the mail reminded me that I should probably put a post office here. It's still early game, not a bad choice. I'm gonna issue this stock, and then we're gonna use it to pay off one of these 2 bonds right here. Livestock, grain, produce. Hey, those are the things that I invested in. Good thing. Alright, so that's one of our competitors who's gone by the wayside. I want to check to see if that new rail line paid off for them. Alright, so no, they're not making a profit. Oh, they are making a profit. We're not making a profit. Oh, it's because it's January. I see how it is. Well, luckily, because we have this little railway area right here, we could just go ahead and finish off the South Bend. Do my best to keep it cheap. Hey, and then AAA credit rating, so we can get the prime rate now. Not quite. We'll get close to the prime rate. Well, we'll go ahead and issue that. And we're just gonna go ahead and send these guys. I just really want to connect these 2 sides of the Great Lakes. These cities trade really well with each other. Now, I don't believe I have to lay connected track. What company? Nope. Oh, I can actually set up this line right here. And I want to use better bridges. So let's go ahead and get some dead. Alright. An expensive line. We'll buy American. See what I did there? Alright. Let's look and see if there's any other good cities to connect. So we can just kind of take the best ones. Alright, so this is actually a good rail line. I think I'm gonna try to buy these guys. St. Louis to Jefferson City, maybe? I think that's it. I don't really see anything else jumping out at me. Oh wait, nope. I lied. Memphis to Jackson. I mean, these are small, but connecting a large city with a medium-sized city is usually profitable. Oh, it's not. There's nothing to send. Let's go ahead and check this train to see if this is a dire mistake. No, it looks like he's going to send something back. So Chicago has kind of become a hub as well. I'll drop a hotel off in Chicago. And we'll see if how these trains are coming in. Yeah, I already made 11,000. We can pay off some of this debt. Issue our stock. I'm gonna buy a little bit of my stock because I expect my stock price to go up this year. In fact, I know my stock price is going to go up this year, so I'm going to invest a little bit more. So I need to start planning for taking over this guy. Oh, phooey. What was my dividend before? It wasn't big. Wasn't a big dividend. Shouldn't affect my stock price. I don't care. It's money that I don't have to spend. Oh, Akron to Cleveland. Let's go ahead and set that up. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is because this company is so cheap, like $9 a share. We're looking at 180,000, another 40,000, you know, 30,000, 30,000, so look for like 400,000. It's going to be nothing, this merger. Yeah, so I can go ahead and just issue one bond. Make sure that was the right guy. Yes. Going to issue stock? Alright, so we're going to issue a bond. And in fact, I've learned from previous experience that when you buy these companies, you take over their debt. So if I can get my money in my pocket at a better interest rate, take on their debt, and then have my interest rate go down, typically is a good idea. So what I'm trying to accomplish with this move is twofold. I'm trying to give my personal character a lot of money. I mean, I'm going to be paying him per share that he owns 20,000 shares, so it's going to add to my cash. It's also going to cover my debt. This is just converting company cash into personal wealth. The other thing is obviously I'm buying the track in the company. Everybody, even the guy who was running the company, was like, yeah. This is great for me. Look at all that money. Let's look at what the damage to the debt was. These are pretty high interest rates. You can see that they were... Oh, these are because they declared bankruptcy, I guess. Alright. Make sure this guy has everything he needs on this line. Which way is he going? He's going this way? Wasn't paying attention to my trains. Too busy trying to take over people. Alright, so what I can do... Hush. What I can do with this line is actually set it up. I have enough money to finance it. Cincinnati, Indianapolis looks nice, but the Akron-Cleveland line right there, that's going to be the beauty. Alright. $36,000 for that train. It's nothing. Oh, I don't need to hit Cleveland twice. Alright. And there we go. Alright, so I need more bad debt, obviously. I've been doing a lot of expanding, so we're gonna take care of some of that. Hey, Des Moines giving us a reward. That might be worth connecting. Hey, they're actually doing well. These guys are doing okay. These guys are doing well, though. I expect them to do well. So that's going to be something I want to take over pretty fast, before they become to that point where they're just unviable. Check to see what their price is if we were to attempt a merger today. 5 million. So I'd have to be able to issue 10 bonds. And bonds would be about 500,000 per year. They are making not quite that much money. 400,000 last year, only 156,000 the year before. I could always try to get away with buying them for less, but then I don't get the personal cash. I'm expecting this is going to be their big guy station right here, because both the lines feed into it. And if I connect it into Madison, Madison's right next to Milwaukee. I'll replace you with an American. Are we in? Yes, we are. Alright, so these are the best spawns that I can get. I want to pause the game real quick. Still at 5%. Okay, that's 6%. So what I'll do now is I will refinance these guys. Alright. See if I can attempt that merger. Now if I was to offer just the 5 million, pretty good share price. I imagine that I'm going to probably exceed at this share price, but just in case, we'll bump it up $5. Hey, merger succeeds. Alright, so this is pretty decent right here. No, I didn't want that. I want it to be like that. Hey, look how much money I'm worth now. Fuck. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Those just feed right back into the rail line. Now I'll get rid of the interest rates that aren't 5%. And we bought a whole company with the ones that are 5%, so I imagine those will be paid off. You know, just the fact that I own that company now is gonna pay them off. My money's rolling in pretty fast. Oh, look, Des Moines basically gonna pay for me to connect into it right now. I think because Cedar Rapids has a big station. I'm gonna do Cedar Rapids to Milwaukee. Oh sheesh. Alright, fine. That gave me my money back. Nope, didn't do it fast enough. Doesn't matter. And I went ahead and just sent him down to the next station just so that he gets the benefit of the oil. I don't really want to build one for a short line like that. So connecting into Cedar Rapids looks like it's the next logical choice. We'll just set up Mason City just so we have another buyer along the rail line. Waiting for my money. Can I issue stock again? I can. Hey, look at that. I don't want to upgrade, I want to duplicate. That might be time to get into some industry. Remember we were looking at that livestock before. Meat's pretty good price everywhere. What if I put the meatpacking plant here in Springfield? And then set up a rail line. Then I will be able to control the lower priced cattle. Oh wait, no, I don't have to do that in Springfield. I can do it right here in Davenport. And remember, Chicago had that that line set up for cattle, so we'll go ahead and send a train just like that. Then I think we can go ahead and just finish off the amount of money we need with bonds, because we have made plenty of money. And I want to get this meat set up. Hey, okay, so this will pay off almost 2 of our bonds. Hey, this guy is going to be needing an upgrade. How much is it? I don't know. Yeah, gonna need an upgrade immediately, which is plenty of stuff. Alright, so if I look, Davenport to Madison. Oh, I don't want to set him up on. There we go. Madison's turning into one of those hubs as well. We're gonna put in another hotel. I mean, just look. Alright, it's already paid for itself. Almost paid for itself. And we still have 18 more years. So if I look, these competitors right here are who I want to concern myself with. I'm in a really good position, and I think that what I can do, I think I can actually afford a merger. And in doing so, I will enrich my personal character again. Oh, whatever. I'll have to wait. It's alright, the stock price will go down. These guys have not earned a stock price that high. Needed my juice. And I want to take these guys over just because they are pretty much the last leg of the Cleveland. Oh wait, where do we have to go down here, don't we? Anyway, from Cleveland to Minneapolis, it will cover all of these cities. Pretty good. Uh-oh. I think trying to just buy that company might have screwed me. I'm screwed. Okay. That merger. Oh, I can do it. Okay, cool. Alright, so I need this to succeed. Damn. Hey. Saved my ass. And made me a lot of money. Oh, look at that. Look at that. 2 million in cash. He's liquidated? Ah, whatever. Alright, we're gonna pay off some bet. Now that we have that money coming in. Oh, I can issue stock, can't I? Ah, look at that stock price. This is fucking crazy. This is a fucking crazy amount of money. There we go. Look at that. Oops, didn't hit it in time. And yeah, I know, it's just paying off debt right now. It's not the most interesting thing, but this is how you put the AI out of business. I am playing on hard, so it's not like I can ignore these guys forever. They will eventually become too expensive to buy. So you just get away with the bank's money. I mean, like, how are they still in business? I wonder if I can see their trains. Oh, wow. 15 years old and they're still in business. My trains would have probably broken down, but those guys are fine. Nobody wants that. Obviously, we're gonna bypass these guys because we're just waiting for them to be liquidated. Which I imagine will happen. That or they will issue stock. But they cannot continue to exist in cash flow negative forever. And throw on a consolidation. Things are expensive, but they're fast. Alright, so my company book value is half of what it needs to be. My industry profits aren't that great. We need to speed those up a little bit, but we're planning on that anyway. How am I supposed to connect again? Cleveland to St. Louis. Where is Cleveland? Not too good. No, okay. So I just have to connect. Oh yeah, okay. But of course. The game on pause and screw myself. Astronomical amount of money. Cleveland to Chicago, right? We were gonna just make say Cleveland to Madison. No, he's useless. Yeah, for debt. Using all that juicy stock money. St. Louis. I don't get it. Where is St. Louis? There it is. Herp derp. Hey, is that it? Come on. Come on, man. There we go. St. Louis to Cleveland. Hey. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do about this guy. Hey, okay, never mind. I just took him over. paying off these 15%ers with 8%ers is obviously a good choice. Okay. And right now I'm just trying to kind of preserve my personal wealth, because I will use that at the end of the game to up my company value. Oh, in fact, I can do that now. I might just be able to finish the victory conditions once I get the 10 million in industry profits. Another 4 million, so I can't do it right now. Buy back. I purchased those shares. Right. Actually, I'm gonna killing on that. Oh, at the expense of my company. I think we're handling that recession just fine. Purchasing power is up enough. Should start paying dividends to myself as well. See what we can do about industry profit. We're still making money on the meat, I assume. See if there's anything else, though. How about alcohol? Oh, yeah, there's good demand for alcohol. Any produce? Hey, there's produce. Can we make distilleries? Hey, so that's the perfect combination. Produce, produce. Produce. Kalamazoo, you're going to have a distillery. Alcohol is always a good choice. Oh. Gotta do one of those things. I'm just gonna go ahead and upgrade him, I think. Oh yeah, definitely. Can I issue stock yet? Yes. So that's pretty profitable, I imagine. Yep, it's already made $250,000. I've got to make 10 million. Alright. Where else can we produce? Hey. Distillery. Yeah, let's just buy him. It's a reasonable amount of money last year. Then Prioria. In a big station, just because I have the money for it. Hey, they're making clothing there. Let's see. It might be worth it. Might be better yet, just to undercut them though. Where's cotton being? Nope, not cotton. Wool. Hey, look at this. If we just stick a station right here, then a textile mill, we will actually steal his business. Yeah, that works. All of the wool is going up to Prioria. So I can... sorry. I can just kind of like interrupt that system. Have it just go straight to my guy. Chop boy. Right here. Gonna be making some clothes. I think. Yeah, let's do another textile mill. Put it in here. There's already wool here, obviously, that's a good place for it. Quincy, I'm just going to connect that wool into our network. And there we go. Alright, so I imagine I've been making a lot of money. And issue some more stock. Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm using the issue stock feature to refinance, and actually not refinance, but pay off these debts. And then I move... Crap. Alright, so I did a little bit too much. But anyway, I'm trying to keep the price down when I purchase. Alright, so I think I've kind of gotten to the point where my company and my personal wealth are kind of leveling out. I own such a big portion of the company that these massive stock flips are affecting my purchasing power to a point where it's actually becoming dangerous. Oh yeah, and for this like the last little bit of this game right here, I think I'm just gonna start buying up some of these industries. It's the cash flows that matter more than the overall amount of money I make. At least for the stock value. I think I win. Need 40 million book value and 10 million in industry profits. Yeah, I win. Hasn't given me the victory screen, but it's really odd. It's right there. Hey, there we go. Golden victory. No task undone. Nope. Alright, well thank you guys for joining. I am gonna go ahead and upload this and then go to sleep. I am exhausted. Been doing this all day. But I appreciate you guys checking out the video. If you guys like the Railroad Tycoon, leave a comment think below. And if you have any concerns, let me know. Otherwise, take it easy and have a good one. Bye bye and take care.